Alright, so first you're going to open Adobe After Effects and then drag your clip that you want to put muzzle flares on or muzzle flashes on into the timeline, and then pick a muzzle flash from the Wix FX package that I will put in this description. It comes with like 30 muzzle flashes with smoke like embedded into them, so it's really good for muzzle flashes. Okay, so you're going to add that in on the top layer over top of your base footage, and it's going to be really big, so zoom out on your footage and then just resize it. Just make it a little bigger. Okay, then zoom back in once you've resized it. And okay, find the point in time where you shoot off your first shot, which is about right there is fine. Okay, and then press star on your numpad, and that will put a flag or whatever you call it, a little thing, a marker to mark when you want your muzzle flash to happen, just so it's easier like later once we put the muzzle flash in that place. And you can also do this by going to add marker layer and then add marker. See, and then the shortcut is numpad star. Okay, so your footage will start at the beginning, so you have to drag it over to. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Oh, oops. I have to. You want to make sure you're putting the marker on your footage, not on the muzzle flash. So I'm going to add that again, then drag it over right here, and then just put it in where you want it to shoot. Just resize it and all that good stuff. Alright, so then play it. Just make sure it looks good. See, that's too early. That looks too early. Yeah. So I'm going to move it over a little bit. Just a little. Play it again. That looks a little better. Alright. Wait, one more time. Okay, that's fine. It's like it's being slow for some reason, so it'll look better once it's all done. Okay, so you see how the smoke is already embedded into the muzzle flash, which is a lot easier. Or if you're not downloading the Wix effects thing, you can just find some smoke online, some smoke effects online. So yeah, okay, for the environmental glow, you need to duplicate the base layer, which is Control D, and then for the top one, you're going to change. You're going to change the mode to add, and then grab your pen tool and mask out the places where you want it to be, lit up. See, not all of this is going to be like this. See, once I mask it, see, only the parts I mask are like this. So a little bit of my gun, probably, and then some of my face, and some of my body. And then I'm not sure if this is going to look good because it's really light. it's like really light over here, but I'm going to try and put a elliptical right here and see how it looks. I think it's a little too light. Yeah, it's a little too light. So just take that on, and instead I'm just going to mask a little bit around. And these are going to look like circles, but once we feather them out, they'll look like the environmental glow that you want. Just going to put a few little lights over here. Okay, and then to take off all these yellow, all the masking you've done, all the yellow lines, just press this, toggle mask and shape path visibility. And okay, see how that looks? See, that doesn't look good at all. So you're going to go into, it's going to be like this, and then go into your add, and go into all your masks, and just highlight them all, because this is a lot faster just to highlight them all, and then pick any one and do the drop down, anything, and then mask feather, and see how it kind of blends in. So you can just play with that however you want it. I think that's about good. Then I'm going to close out the masks. And then you have to cut your added layer only to the point where your muzzle flash happens, because there's not going to be light there like the whole time. This only happens when your muzzle flash comes out. Okay, so it's only going to be like, I don't know, like half a frame or something. You want it to be right on when you shoot. Okay, so that, let me see how that looks. Everything looks a little too early for me. So to fix that, I'm just gonna move that back, and then move this back too to line up with your muzzle flash. See how that looks. There. Okay, that looks fine. Alright, so you're basically, I'm not going to go through all of my shots because that would take too long, but you basically do that for every one. And then for the AK, you do the same thing, but you're going to add in, the automatics. There's 5 automatic fire that comes with your Wix effects tutorial. I mean, not tutorial. Why do I keep saying tutorial? Download. Okay, so just pick any one of those, and I'll put this down here. Alright. Let me see how that looks before I put it over there. Oh, I have to add it over the second layer so it shows. Actually shows. You see, that's way too big. They're always going to be big. I don't know why, but you just have to resize it. Yeah, okay, that's what, yeah. Then same thing, find the point where you're shooting, add a marker. Not a marker on that, so I keep doing that. Do marker. You have to add it on the footage, not on the muzzle flash. So I'm adding the marker here. Move this over to start right there. Then just edit it, or move it and scale it however you want. I think that that looks fine. And then, yeah, okay, see how when I move back, the muzzle flare, there's a space in between it? To fix that, let's go to the first one that looks messed up, which is probably that one. Okay, to fix that, you're going to press Control-Shift-D, which will split the clip. So I just want to make it larger so I can work with it easier. Control-Shift-D. Okay, so it made a whole new layer down here. Well, not a whole new layer, but it made a whole new thing over here. And so this is its own clip now, so you can move it around. And this is the front part. So you can move this however you want it, like that. And then just keep messing around, splitting the clip, moving it around, wherever you want. Just keep doing that. Oh yeah, and if you think that, because I thought these muzzle flashes were going too slow, like you could see them too easily. If you want to fix that, and then you go into that muzzle flash, which is right here, then you right click and go into the time, and then enable time remapping. Then just make the endpoint go over here to make it faster. So let's see how that looks. Okay, move it over a little bit more. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Alright, so that's basically how you make realistic muzzle flares. Thanks for watching.